I just wanted to hop on this Sunday evening. Can I tell you, it's been a weekend. I don't know about anybody else, but this weekend has been exciting. I can say that. So, I did a last video and was saying I'm stepping into something new. I'm stepping into something that I've never stepped into publicly. I put it that way, new. So I'm doing my first webinar May 17th. Your girl is super excited about it. Here's why, because I've never done anything outside of throwing myself the baddest 50th birthday party ever back in Atlanta, like when I lived in Atlanta. When I say my girl threw herself a birthday party, and I did, I had a custom made dress on, the shoes from Jessica Simpson. Now, my feet was killing me afterwards, but they was cute while I was in it. Okay. So Saturday, I just want to give y'all a little insight. So Saturday, I'm doing the invitation outside. You know what? I'm gonna let the whole world know. I go on Eventbrite to create the flyer. Baby, you would think I was pulling a baby's tooth on this platform. I've never put any event on there. And I'm like, okay. So I'm trying to get the picture right, the ticketing right, the the location, all of that. I'm like, so people do this on a regular basis. Wow, this is a real thing. Because I'm thinking that to myself, like people that just put on events. I'm one of those. If I got the money, no, ma'am, I'm not doing it. I'm gonna let somebody else handle it because they love doing that. There are people that get paid very good money for being what? Event host. That's their superpower. That's not Jackie's superpower. So I'm sitting up here, I'm trying to put all this together. So I finally done it. I did it. That's right. I said I done it. I finally done it. And it turned out pretty good. So I have it scheduled to come out on Friday because that's the big ta-da, that's the big kickoff, right? Because I have it in sections, so it'll keep me grounded, keep me focused for this whole entire week. I want you to decide today, no matter what it is, go do the thing. That's all I want to say today. Go do the doggone thing. You can wait till everything is perfect. Let me tell you, I got some advice on how to do A, B, C, D, E, and F, right? I'm listening. I'm like, yeah, but that's just not me. That's just, I like to do things in steps. So I can say, okay, I check that off. I check that off. I check that. That's just how my mind works. So do it because we will wait till everything is perfect. We'll wait till we got all the people in, we got all the fine, and then we'll never move. We'll say, "Oh, it's not quite ready yet." It's not that last video. I watched the video. The thing was coming in and out, and some of y'all probably saw it. I did it anyway, not for the whole world, but it was. Can I be honest with you? It was for me to push the button to say out loud that I will be having a paid subscription community, which I've never had in my life. And the best thing about this whole journey is just what I teach about becoming. It's a journey. It's a chapter in your book. The last chapter closed. Another chapter is about to begin, and it is the person that you're becoming as the new chapter is unfolding. And as it unfolds, you're just bringing people in. Now, it's not for everybody. And I love that my therapist and my mentor says the same thing is that you don't want everybody. You want the people that are ready because everybody's not ready. Everybody doesn't want to change, and that's okay. I found out a long time ago we will get upset because we're seeing people keep going around the same mountain doing the same thing, pushing the cart before the horse, thinking it's going to be a different result. And you're looking like, well, why are you doing that? That don't make no sense. And you got that Scooby Doo look like, ooh, but that's their journey. And as much as you want to help them, as much as you want to say, can I just, you know, you can't, because they have to walk their own walk. They have to go through their own journey. Because if you come in and step in, they'll say that you did it. You may have given them assistance, but did you ever think about God is allowing them to go through this journey for the lessons that they need to learn, the things that they need to get out of them to get to the next destination? Because a lot of our destination, we can't take the old us anyway. So there's some things inside of us that need to come out. And maybe it's time for me now to come from behind the scenes, because I'm behind the scene girl. Like, I am your cheerleader. I am that one that will stand up with the pom pom with a t-shirt on, like, yay, let's go, let's get it, let's, I'm that one, like, hey, I'm dancing, hey, let's do this thing, right? Now it's like, okay, Jackie, you done cheered on everybody else. And don't get me wrong, I will still cheer you on. Okay. I'm always on Substack and I'm cheering you on from behind the scenes, because I know what it takes to put yourself out there and be vulnerable. Can I be like, because like we family, right? One of the things that therapy has really taught me is about how much to be vulnerable with my community. And some things are not meant for everybody. Some things was just a healing, a journey, and a walk. The best thing about the webinar is that it's now going to allow me to tell my story and how I got to become the clarity coach, a parent coach, and how I had already been doing it, but just haven't been walking around with the title, because I feel like titles are just what they are, just titles. It doesn't, to me, say fully who that person is, because people can call themselves a whole lot of stuff and still don't have the fruit for the thing that they're calling themselves, if y'all get what I'm saying, right? And so I never wanted to have a title just to say I have one. And one of my uh, colleagues had gave me a plaque a long time ago, and it says life coach. And I was like, wow, that was unexpected, but I have it on my desk. And I keep it to remind me that I played a part in somebody else's life. And that's how she saw me, as her life coach. Now, like, I never saw it myself in that capacity, because I just do the thing that just comes naturally to me. And there are some of you right now that you are the best kept secret. People don't know what you do. People don't know that you're able to bake a bad cake. And they're like, who put their foot up in this thing? They don't know that you know how to fry chicken like old school, and that thing come out flaky and juicy. And they be like, God dog. Some of them don't know you know how to make macaroni and cheese, and all you did was just add the right amount of cheese and the right amount of cream, and it made that thing so easy. Nobody knows that you're a business coach and that you can turn somebody that's only making $1 million and now they're making five because they spend time with you. You are the best kept secret. Can I tell you, stop apologizing and go do the doggone thing? I love my therapist because I told her, I said, well, I'm going to do this and I'm going to hope for it. She said, absolutely not. We ain't hoping for nothing. You about to step into your thing. You about to rock your thing. And those that are supposed to be connected with you will. And those are not, they weren't going to be connected anyway. Come on. I said, wait a minute, girlfriend. Because we want everybody. But I've learned just over this week alone, you just want the right somebodies. You don't want everybody. You just want the right somebodies. Because the right somebodies will, as I have come to find out in working with parents, is that you're working with them. But can I tell you, their Rolodex is a lot more profit. Come on, I'm gonna say this real slow. Their Rolodex is a lot more profitable than you trying to go out and do it yourself. What do you mean by that, Jackie? Is that when I help my clients and they appreciate or enjoy or they got the benefits, the tools, whatever I'm service I'm providing at that time, they will pass me on to their friends, and then their friends will pass me on to their friends, and then it just keep going, 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 going. So when they find out that you help them in a certain area that they're lacking or they have pain in, then when they get the results, then they're going to tell somebody else. So it's not just about that person that you're helping, it's about the next person that's in their Rolodex, in their phone, which we don't have Rolodex anymore. We have a phone. So then when that person say, let me tell you, ooh, Jackie, she helped me with just 5 steps on, put my baby to sleep all night. She helped me to overcome postpartum depression. She helped me to be able to still have a relationship with my husband after the baby is born. So when they pass that on to their next girlfriend that's about to have a baby, she's a first time mom. She's trying to figure out how to juggle being a mom, being a wife, and all these titles that has been put on her. They call Jackie. So the same way it is with you. You're saying, oh, right now, with everything that's going on, nobody wants to buy. Baby, no, absolutely not. I'm taking this 7-day free training. And I got my own personal coach for free. And he gave me some tools. And I told him exactly what I do and who I help. So one of the questions was asked, if you had 1,000 people, out of that 1,000 people, how many people do you feel will want your offer? I said 50 out of 1,000, right? And then he said, well, how sure are you about it? Guys, I said 8. But then my therapist came back and said, well, why do you say 8? Because what I did was I left a soft opening. So just in case I don't get 50-ish, it won't be too devastating, right? So that's what I told myself. She said, absolutely not. Go back. Say 10. Because when you walk in a room, but when you walk in your power and you do not apologize, now this is not you being arrogant. No, no, no. This is about you standing in the gift and the talent that God has given you. God has given us all talents and gifts. Now, what you do with it is up to you. How you use it is up to you. And so it's like I've been walking in and talking in and doing it for over the last 25 years. Now, on this side of the chapter of my book, I'm closing one chapter and I'm opening up another chapter. And so I said, well, okay, now that you're here, how are you going to now enhance what God has already given you permission to do anyway? That you share what He's giving, that it's going to instill, come on, it's going to lead them back to the person that gave you the gift. Because when people ask me, like, no, 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 the Father gave me the gift. I just use what He has given me. I don't take that for granted because He could have gave it to somebody else. And you're probably thinking, yeah, somebody else may have your talent to do an ebook, to cook, to sing, to dance. Yes, there, but nobody does it like you do it. Because there are certain people that you are called to. There are 9.1 billion people in this world, and everybody can't serve 9.1 billion people. But you can serve 1,000 people, 2,000 people, 500 people, 20 people. You can serve them at the high capacity that you were given to serve them. And then that 20 turns into 40, and that 40. Y'all see where I'm going with this? So stop hiding. Stop dumbing yourself down. Stop dimming your light because I'm going to raise my hand. I would be still back in the back if I wasn't put to a challenge, which was last Sunday. I was put to a challenge like, okay, Jackie, you've been on everybody's webinar, their masterclass. You have been speaking. You have been hosting. Now it's time for you, like, okay, when are you going to host your thing? Because when you talking, you're like, okay, so when is she going to have her thing? I was like, no. Yes, that's you being humble. But it also, that's you being disobedient. Can I just do a little love here right now? Just because you stay on the backside of the mountain doesn't neglect and it does not give you an excuse or out for not doing what God has called you to do. Because here's the crazy thing, guys. Even though I wasn't up front, I was still always doing my gift and whatever I'm doing, I'm still always doing my gift. It doesn't leave me because I refuse not to do it. So you think, it's just going to like, you know what, just because I don't do it, I decided to take this little, no, it's going to, it has, as much as you try to, it's going to keep coming up. It's going to keep boiling over until it's like a pressure cooker and it's going to explode. And then people are like, wow, I didn't know you had a voice like that. Why haven't you been singing? Oh, I sing in my bathroom. I sing in my car. But when you open up your mouth, you got a set of pipes on you. Or like when they ask you to do the potluck, and they're like, oh my God, who made this right here? This banana double chocolate pudding. And you're like, oh, that little thing? Oh yeah, I just make it all the time for the family. What? And now they're wondering why you don't have your own cookbook. So I need for you today, as you reset, as you reflect over how you're going to step into Monday. You're going to step into Monday and you're going to say, I am being aligned with who God has created me to be. I am walking in the full calling. I am a creative creature that God has made me to be. And I'm going to take dominion over everything He told me that I can take dominion on. And I'm not going to be apologetic about it. I'm not going to shy away from the calling, for the talent, for the gift. I'm going to walk in it. I'm going to own it because it is mine. Here's why it's mine, because He's given it to me. And as I walk in it, I'm giving it back to Him. Because I don't take anything like, oh, no, this, no, no, no. I say, I thank you, Father, for you allow me to walk and talk in this gift that you have given me. And I am going to be a great steward over it. I'm not going to waste it because I don't know what tomorrow may bring, but I know right now, today, I'm going to walk in the fullness of thereof. I'm going to walk in everything that you have called me to walk in. I'm not going to waste another day, another time, another moment not using the gift and the talent you have given me. So as you reflect on this Sunday, as you go about your Monday, and as you start being thankful and grateful for everything, you're going to like, hey, listen, this is something that I just do just because I can.